get smarter. Some of you are already very smart, but nothing will ever happen with your life. Nothing great will ever happen with your life. Why? Because you refuse to take responsibility. For you to become great, knowledge must work hand in hand with responsibility. It's not just enough for you to know what the problem is. It's not just enough for you to be smart, but it's also enough for you to take it up on yourself and say that I am going to do this, and make sure you do it. It is not just enough to make a plan. It's enough to take action on that plan. And God allows things to fall apart to make sure we learn these lessons. Remember what I said, some people put themselves into painful situations and they blame the Lord. Yes, God sometimes allows our foolish decisions to take us into a point of pain to see whether we will still wake up. Remember what I said about knowledge and responsibility. When you know what you need to do and you begin to do it, you have taken responsibility. And that is what makes you great. Let me tell you a parable. There was a prodigal son that foolishly took his father's wealth and he went out to go and flex. He spent all the money. He now became poor. When he now became poor, he was so hungry that he got a job feeding pigs. He wanted to eat the food that the pigs were eating. That is how hungry he was. The Bible said that in that moment, he realized that the servants in my father's house, they are even eating better than me. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to my father and I'm going to ask him for forgiveness that I've sinned against God and I've sinned against him, and I'm going to ask him to make me a servant. And I'm going to be a servant in his house. And then he now got up and went back to his father. Did you catch that? The prodigal son put himself where he was by his foolish actions. And in that pain, the pain made him to realize something, made him to gain understanding. And what was that understanding? The understanding was that the people in his father's house, the servants in his father's house, are eating better than him. And then not only did he gain that understanding, he now made a plan. I will go back to my father and ask for forgiveness. Not only did he now make a plan, he now got up and went back. He did not worry about what anybody would think of him. He didn't worry that the servants may laugh at him. He didn't worry that the father may spit in his face, because he was in pain. Pain brings a man back to sense. The Bible did not say God opened his eyes. Well, God had a hand to play, because God will allow you to enter into the problem. But you see, pain has a way of humbling a man. Just like in the book Nebuchadnezzar. Just remember, God is always with you, man. Don't allow it to get that. Don't allow things to get that bad. Wake up. Sit with yourself. Advise yourself and allow God advise you. Don't be like all those people that will cause themselves trouble and then blame God for their trouble.